Yeah, today I want to talk about if someone wants to do something, they'll do it. And I guess I'm talking about like a motivational sense, but not just that. I'm talking like if someone truly cares about you, they will drop everything to help you and to make things work. And, sometimes human nature, we get caught up in little things that really, in the grand scheme of things, don't mean anything. They don't mean anything. At the end of the day, if we focus on things that are in our control, then we can change things. But if we focus on things that are out of our control, then we're not really, it's not productive thinking, put it that way. The other thing I want to say is that with the current climate of the world, it's a lot more difficult to stay content and to find peace within ourselves, as there are distractions everywhere. And sometimes when we're focused on those distractions, we take things for granted. And this is a video to remind you all that, if you have something good in your life, just don't take it for granted, because one day you could not have it. And you look back on the times where you probably didn't appreciate things as much as you probably should have. Shoulda, woulda, coulda. I mean, that sort of thinking as well isn't really constructive, but the only thing you can do now is to take stock of what's important in your life, what is stuff that you want to keep around going forward. And even if it's like just one person that you really, really admire or love, whether it's a relationship or friendship, let them know that. There's so many people in today's world that still live in the bubble of like the whole social media follower thing, and you get sucked down that rabbit hole, and that just perpetuates this fake ass like friendships and stuff that just really don't mean anything, but they're just for clout. Personally, I only have YouTube. I still use Facebook, but only in the sense of marketplace, because I genuinely like to see there's some good bargains there, and I honestly have been trying to avoid buying stuff new because I just think it's such a waste of money. And then obviously Instagram, I don't use that. I really despise Instagram. Twitter or X, I don't really buy into as well. And then TikTok, I know TikTok's probably the best app out there currently, well, the most popular, but I don't subscribe to it. This YouTube channel, I just want to leave as my legacy. There's, people might do journaling and stuff. I just treat this as no different. If I have stuff that's in my mind that I want to sort of air out or talk about, I'd rather just sort of talk on YouTube. And if some of you connect with it, then that's fantastic. If you don't, you don't. That's fine. But I think going forward, I think a lot of people know, getting back onto the main topic, is they know that deep down they've got something good. And naturally, as human beings, if we have something good, we don't want to let go of it. But also, there are some things that, people do change, relationships are totally different. I mean, I look at my mum and dad's relationship. They're growing up in the 80s, 90s sort of thing, totally different to now, And I'm not just talking about the whole online thing. I mean, that is one massive part of the puzzle. Tinder and all that. And I did explore that when I was younger, briefly, but it was just, oh man, never again. It was just weird when I think about it. But everyone starts off strangers, right? Everyone starts off strangers at first, and then you get to know them, and then they become lifelong friends and or partners. Everyone starts off as strangers, but it's just knowing that when you do find something good in somebody or something, it could be a hobby, right? If you have something good, just don't let it go. Don't let it go in terms of, don't get attached in a way that's detrimental to your own growth. Like if there's two people and one's growing more than the other, you can sometimes lift people up and try and help them, but if they don't want to grow with you, then they don't want to grow with you, and just move on. Attachment, we all have different attachment styles, but I think at the end of the day, if you're going one direction and then the other person's remaining the same or doesn't really want to go with you, then that's how it is. I mean, there's things in life that come and test people's relationships and each other, and there's things that happen. Doesn't mean you guys can't work things out, but if one person is slowly sort of walking the other way, then just let them walk. But also, if you have something good and you know it's good, then you got to water it like a plant. You got to maintain it. And things don't come easy in this life. They don't. But you just got to maintain it and treat it with love, care, and respect. The way everything's going, independent women, feminist culture, women can't complain because they wanted it this way. And every good man that she may have rejected in the past, and she looks now at her current relationship going, what have I done? I'm with a guy that, hits me or just treats me like shit. Sometimes we as human beings, we make mistakes, we all do, but some people don't want to admit it, and that's just the sad reality of it. And we don't know we've got a good thing until it's gone, and that's another thing as well. But yeah, women today in today's society, they want to be taking more man roles, which is, they don't want to be doing the stuff that, traditionally women would do. And there's a lot of confusion with that in society. There's a lot of unknowing of okay, so they've gone down this path, women, and then when they get to a certain age, they go, oh shit, I've got to have a baby, but I've been focusing too much on other stuff. Well, too late. There's always a fine line with everything, and what we give our attention to, we manifest problems within that which are non-existent. We have to focus on things that are going to better us in the now and in the long term. Because at the end of the day, no one's going to come and save you, and we've got to work things together to help the next generation and have hope and optimism in this world.